Dead Poets Society is a 1989 American drama film directed by Peter Weir and written by Tom Schulman. The story unfolds in the conservative setting of Welton Academy during the 1959-1960 academic year. John Keating, an unusual English teacher, challenges the institution's establishment conventions by inspiring his students to pursue their passions for individualism, poetry, and romance. A group of students who are influenced by Keating's unconventional teaching techniques organize the Dead Poets Society, a solemn gathering in a cave where literature becomes a powerful source of liberation.
Dedicated to sucking the marrow out of life. Spirits soared, women swooned, and gods were created. Not a bad way to spend an evening, eh?
Let's do the mise-en-scene of the following shot from the film. This is an extreme long shot at eye level with standing characters. The camera distance is medium long, which allows us to see the full body. The distance is sufficient to capture the whole body shot of standing figures and let us focus on their individual expressions as well. It seems like a classroom setting with green blackboards, hanging overhead lights, and a few decorative frames in the background. There are large windows in the background behind the figures, and a half bookshelf is visible in the left corner of the shot. There are multiple rows of desks with open books and papers on them. A group of people who look like students, given their formal uniform clothing with ties, green sweaters, and blazers with a red emblem, are present in this scene. 9 students are standing on the bench while 8 students are sitting with only their backs visible. The central figure, standing tallest on the desk, has a determined and confident expression on his face, and his posture is upright. Other students, standing figures, have mixed expressions of resolute, hesitant, and determination. The seated figure in the foreground has his head down, which can be interpreted as a sign of resignation. The other seated figures' expressions are not visible as they have downward gazes and slumped position, indicating confusion. Aspect ratio is wide rectangle. My favorite part of the film is the cinematography. The cinematography in the film captures the contrast between the oppressive school setting by using dark color themes and liberating moments by using a calm, neutral color theme. Wide shots of the school's architecture and classrooms portray the institution's rigidity and grandness. In contrast, intimate camera movements and close-up shots during the society's meeting, especially when the students are reading poetry, adopt a freer and more expressive style to convey a sense of freedom in expression. Additionally, close-up shots of the character Neil's face during key moments intensify the emotional impact of his internal struggles. The film also utilizes lighting to elevate the contrasting environments. The school scenes often feature harsh, artificial lighting, contributing to a cold and unwelcoming atmosphere. In contrast, the scenes with the Dead Poets Society's caves are more warm, natural glow, and symbolize the warmth of creativity and freedom of expression. The editing style in Dead Poets Society contributes significantly to the film's narrative structure and emotional impact. The editing allows for moments to breathe, emphasizing the importance of introspection and intellectual exploration within. The movie utilizes montage and parallel editing techniques, especially during scenes that involve the Dead Poets Society meetings. As the students engaged in poetry readings and discussion, the editing cuts between different characters and their reactions. This technique creates a sense of unity among the diverse personalities in the group, reinforces the experience of shared passions. Cross-cutting is employed during key moments such as Neil's confrontation with his father. The editing style built tension and emphasized the conflicting emotions of both the characters. The transitions between the scenes are very beautifully crafted. The soundtrack of this movie is done by Maurice Jarre. The film strategically uses classical music during scenes set within Welton Academy to reinforce the formal and traditional nature of the school. The soundtrack takes a different turn during Dead Poets Society's meeting. The music becomes more emotive and reflective of the emotional exploration happening. The choice of music here mirrors the freedom and expression found within the group. This shift in musical tone complements the visual representation of the film. The film also utilizes silence effectively during crucial moments to add to dramatic impact. One notable instance is during Neil's confrontation with his father. The absence of music creates a void drawing attention to the intensity of the dialogue and the emotional weight of the scene. Silence becomes a powerful tool to underscore the gravity of the conflict happening. The film also incorporates certain sounds to enhance the authenticity of the scenes. For instance, sounds of footsteps, rustling papers, ambient noises within the classrooms contributes to the real setting. During the Dead Poets Society meeting, sounds of nature like wind, distant wildlife may be more pronounced, which create a contrast to the artificial environment of the school. It enhances the emotional resonance of key moments. Now, let's analyze the hero's journey with context to Neil Perry's character. Call to Adventure. Neil Perry's journey in Dead Poets Society begins with a call to adventure as he excitedly joins the Dead Poets Society under Mr. Keating's mentorship. Neil doesn't resist the call. Instead, he embraces the opportunity to explore his passions through society. However, external pressures, particularly from his father, makes him hesitant about fully committing to his dreams. First threshold. Neil crosses the first threshold by defying his father's expectation and auditioning for the school's play, A Midsummer Night's Dream. This courageous step symbolizes his willingness to pursue an unconventional path and initiate internal and external struggles. The Road of Trials. Neil's Road of Trials involves navigating the challenges of participating in the play while hiding it from his father. This conflict escalates as he faces increasing pressure to conform to parental expectations, setting the stage for his inner turmoil. Nadir Abyss. In Neil's journey, meeting with the goddess occurs through interaction with Mr. Keating and the Death Poet Society. These encounters provide him wisdom, inspiration, and a sense of camaraderie as he navigates the complexity of pursuing his passion. Transformation. Neil confronts his father regarding his acting aspiration becomes a key transformation moment, as he realizes his father will never truly understand his feelings. This moment highlights the clash between personal dreams and family expectations. Apotheosis. Neil experiences an apotheosis through his pursuit of acting and defiance of his father's wishes. This alignment is tragically cut short, leading to a dramatic transformation that deeply impacts the other characters. Return threshold. The magic flight is absent in Neil's story, and his journey concludes with a devastating outcome, emphasizing the tragic consequences of his defiance against societal norms and his father's pressure. Return. Neil's journey concludes tragically without a return, serving as a tale about consequences of suppressing one's individuality. Dead Poets Society tells a compelling story that delves deep into complexities of life, power of individuality, and the pursuit of one's passion. Through a rich soundtrack and a well-executed cinematography, the film will definitely leave a lasting impact on you.